today I want to give you guys a review about this product here, the SIIG 2-port PCIe USB 3 card. This is a great card, and I've been using it for over 3 years and I've had great success with it. And the reason I wanted to review it for you guys and talk to you about it is because I feel that if you were in need of a USB 3 card for an older Mac Pro like the 2010, 2012, or a Hackintosh, this would be a great card for you. Also, even if you have a Windows PC, this card did work in Windows 7 and in Windows 10. I'm going to break up this review into 4 parts. The introduction right here. Then I'm going to go into the second part, which will be the good bits and the good parts about the card. Then I'll go into the third section, which will be the bad bits, the bad things about the card, and I'll give you my final recommendation with the conclusion at the end. Let's get started with this review. Let's jump right in and discuss the good bits or the good parts about this card. My favorite part about the card was that I needed no drivers to get it to work inside of the macOS operating system. I started using this in a Hackintosh that I had that did not have USB 3. Then when I updated that Hackintosh to High Sierra, the card kept working. Now that I've transitioned over to a Mac Pro, this card keeps working in Mojave. So I'm very satisfied with that. And as I said before, it did work both in Windows 7 and on Windows 10 as well. And it does say on the back here that it does work with Windows 8 and 8.1. The second part about the card that I really like is the fact that it has both a USB-A and a USB-C port. So if you have any old USB devices like USB thumb drives, they plug right into the A port. One of the cool things I was able to do is by using a USB-C dongle, I was able to extend out my computer with that dongle to have 3 more USB-A ports. The third part about the card that I really love is the fact that it does give you the full 10 gigabits of USB 3 Gen 2. Now let's go ahead and jump into the bad bits or bad parts about the card. The first one is when I tried to use USB 3 thumb drives with the USB 3A port on this card, especially in Sierra, the computer would not shut down afterward. I don't know why. Sometimes I could put it to sleep and then wake it and then I could shut it down. It got better in High Sierra, but I will say that in Mojave, I haven't had that issue. So it looks like the drivers have matured and I'm getting way better performance with the card. Same thing with the USB-C port as well. No issues at all now in Mojave. And then the second of the bad bits or bad points is actually that sometimes when I would plug a older USB 2 thumb drive into the USB-A port of the card, it wouldn't recognize it. And that mostly happened in Sierra. Again, when I went to High Sierra and then over to Mojave, the problem has been resolved and I hardly ever see that happening. Okay, that's all the bad bits. Let's go ahead and give the conclusion and the final thoughts about the card. Now, as I jump into the conclusion and the final thoughts about the card, would I recommend the card? Definitely. At the price I paid? No, but what the card costs now, which is 20 to 30 bucks on either Amazon or eBay, it's worth it. Especially if you have an older computer like a 2010 Mac Pro that you want to get a little bit more life out of, this card will help you do that. I trust you all learned something and enjoyed watching this video. Okay, that's a cut.